Traveling can both be exciting and exhausting. First, you have to prepare ahead to catch your plane on time. Then, when you are on the plane, train or bus, and you have any issues, well, you have to suck it up and wait until the journey's over. But what if you were rich? What if you were the CEO of some big company? Or what if you were one of the richest CEOs in the world? Welcome back to Action versus Motivation. Before we begin, make sure you have subscribed and ring that bell so you'll never miss our latest video. Today, we are going to talk about the travel styles of the richest CEO in the world. So buckle up and enjoy the ride as we explore the luxurious travel of these amazingly rich people. Number 5. Mark Zuckerberg. Away from the ways of the sages, let's start with our youngest richest CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. You all know him as the founder and CEO of Facebook. Jesse Eisenberg plays Mark Zuckerberg in the movie The Social Network, and he is one of, if not the most influential individual in modern day media, and is the father of all social media influencers. Time magazine has recognized him as one of the top 100 most influential people in 2019. His current net worth is $107 billion, and you think he doesn't spend a lot of money, considering that he wears the same gray t-shirt almost all the time. Well, there's a secret behind those simple gray shirts, because those t-shirts are custom made by Bruno Cucinelli, which costs about $400 each. It is the same with his travel lifestyle, plain on the surface, filthy on the receipt. Zuckerberg does not own a private jet like the rest of our richest CEO. Instead, Facebook handles his travel expenses on charter services, just like other stuff, like his security in 2020, the year we were all supposed to stay at home. Facebook spent around $25 million on charter services for Zuckerberg. On the road, Zuckerberg makes use of modest cars, like the Volkswagen GTI and the Honda Fit. The two cars would cost a combined amount of around $60,000. But if you think that's all, well, you have to think again and listen to this. He also owns a Pagani Huayra, which is worth $3 million, 50 times more than the other cars combined. Truly, Zuckerberg is plain on the surface, filthy on the receipt. Number 4. Warren Buffett. He used a bicycle to get around in his younger days when he worked as a newspaper boy. Being immortal like the Eternals has its perks, and Warren Buffett used this advantage to make some long-term investments that paid off. He is now the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and currently stands as the 4th richest CEO in the world with a net worth of $113.2 billion. Berkshire Hathaway is the largest conglomerate worldwide. One of its subsidiaries is NetJets, the largest private jet operator in the world. This company sells part ownership of business jets to rich individuals to reduce the redundant expenses of owning a private plane while retaining the efficiency and comfort of travel. Basically, it's Uber or Airbnb, but for the rich. Warren Buffett recently converted to private jet travel, as he had often criticized that kind of practice in the past. He then went ahead to buy a Bombardier Challenger for himself, but he named it the Indefensible, just to show that he meant what he was saying. Eventually, he found that he needed this means of travel and later changed the name to the Indispensable. The Challenger 600 is spacious enough to cater 9 to 19 passengers in its deluxe cabin. The cabin is 8.2 feet wide, 6.1 feet high, and 28.3 feet long. The plane also has 115 cubic feet of space set aside for baggage. What's really cool though is the fact that the Challenger has a really low noise and vibration levels. Buffett spends most of his time in the air, and according to him, he only drives about 3,000 miles a year. For perspective, the average elderly American male has 3 times that mileage with over 10,000 miles per year. So, it's not surprising that he moves around in his 2014 Cadillac XTS that would cost only about $20,000 today. Number 3. Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault is the richest person in France. He is also the richest person in Europe and the richest person in fashion after overtaking Amancio Ortega of Zara in 2018. He has in fact been the richest man in the world on 2 different occasions, when he overtook you-know-who in 2019 and 2020. He is the CEO of LVMH, a multinational conglomerate that deals with luxury goods under fashion, wines, watches, perfumes, cosmetics, and all that. Arnault has a net worth of $123 billion, making him one of only 4 billionaires globally. It's no surprise then that he splashed $54 million on a Dassault Falcon 7X business jet. With Bernard, it is all about the fancy way of living in this French-manufactured aircraft. The cabin has a height of 6.3 feet and is large enough with 3 different seating zones that can accommodate as many as 19 passengers. The Dassault Falcon 7X has 3 engines. It is the first business jet jet with fly-by-wire technology and has a range of 6,000 nautical miles. That can take Bernard Arnault from the LVMH headquarters in Paris all the way to Tokyo without stopping once. Arnault also has a 333-meter yacht called Symphony that has a capacity for 16 passengers and 36 crew members. It has a 6-foot swimming pool, jacuzzi, and a cinema. This yacht costs $150 million and an annual running cost of $10 to $15 million. Number 2. Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is now the second richest CEO in the world. He stepped down as the CEO of Amazon in the second half of 2021 and replaced by Andy Jassy Bezos, who has a current net worth of $181 billion and was the first man to have a net worth of $200 billion in a short span of time. In December of 2020, the richest man in modern history, and his most outstanding achievement is the greatest bounce back from a divorce. That's great and all, but when his Warner brother is going to realize is that he's also the perfect cast for Lex Luthor and proceed to kick Jesse Eisenberg back to the social network. Bezos flies in style, the Gulfstream G650ER to be precise. He has two G650s, which cost about $150 million. So it's no surprise that the G650ER is the business jet of choice for billionaires like Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, and Jeff Bezos. As I mentioned earlier, the aircraft has several speed records and an aviation award for its class. It has 4 different room spaces with a large comfortable chairs, and as you walk around the space, you can see large windows that let in natural light and make the area look even bigger. When Jeff Bezos decides to come down to earth with mortals, he can be seen in his Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, Bugatti Veyron Mansouri, W Motors Lycan Hypersport, Koenigsegg CCXR Chavira, or Lamborghini Veneno. This entire fleet of cars costs a total of $20 million. Number 1. Elon Musk. This guy started and ended 2021 with a bang when he beat Jeff Bezos to the title of the richest person in the world. Now he is the richest CEO on our list with a net worth of $222.2 billion. He is the CEO of SpaceX, Tesla, co-founder of Neuralink, and founder of the Boring Company. Elon Musk is quite simply a genius and eccentric, and it's hard to tell if it all gets to his head as he is a very down-to-Mars guy. Aside from naming his kid after a Google-recommended password, he has it all together. He recently moved from California to Texas to focus on the SpaceX Starship project and other duties. However, with Tesla and SpaceX headquartered in California, he still has to commute to the Golden State and other places. Musk does his commuting in style with 2 private jets, the Gulfstream G550 and the Gulfstream G650ER. The Gulfstream G650ER is more extensive, has a better range, and was awarded a Collier Trophy to strengthen business aviation. Both of the business jets can carry up to 18 passengers each in their cabin, but Elon Musk's planes have been customized to different configurations that suit his taste and comfort. This includes handcrafted chairs, Wi-Fi, and 4 other areas of dining, working, and relaxing. The G650ER cost a whopping $70 million, while the G550 would cost around $61 million today. That's a turbulent amount of money when on the ground. Elon is mostly seen driving his most comfortable Tesla models, which costs up to $140,000. When with his kids, he uses the all-wheel drive Tesla Model X, which costs up to $110,000. Sure, it's his cars, but that's still a lot of money. That's just the luxury you get if you're the richest CEO in the world. So there you have it, the traveling styles of the richest CEOs in the world. Let us know which one you're going to be dreaming of in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, leave us a like and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our latest episode. See you at our next video.